Learning Objective 3. Understand cost classification used to prepare financial statements. In this section, we will study about the product cost and the period cost. So the product cost, everything which is used to produce a product is called the product cost. In comparison, the period cost, it doesn't depend on the production. Like administrative costs and selling costs, executive salaries, these are all period costs. While the product cost includes all the costs that are involved in acquiring or making a product. Product costs attach to a unit of a product as it is purchased or manufactured, and they stay attached to each unit of a product as long as it remains in the inventory waiting for the sale. So examples of the product cost in a manufacturing company are the raw material, and then work in process, and then the finished goods cost. These costs are all called the product cost. All the other costs which are incurred in selling the product, in safeguarding the finished goods inventory, accounting costs, administrative costs, all of these costs, they doesn't depend on the production activity. So these costs are called the period cost. So usually the product costs increase with the more production and decrease with the lower production, but the period cost is fixed in a period and doesn't depend on most of the period cost. Doesn't depend on the production process. Let's see an example from your book. So example 1.3, it's so classify cost as a product or the period cost. Suppose that you have been given a summer job as an intern at Issac Aircams, a company that manufactures sophisticated spy cameras for remote controlled military uh, reconnaissance aircraft. The company, which is privately owned, has approached a bank for a loan to help finance its growth. The bank requires financial statements before approving the loan. Classify each cost listed below as either product cost or the period cost for the purpose of preparing the financial statement for the bank. So depreciation on salesperson cost. So this doesn't involve any production. So this is period cost. Rent on equipment used in a factory. It's a product cost because it's used in a factory. Lubricant used for machine maintenance. These machines are used for the production. That's why it's a product cost. Salaries of a personnel who work in a finished goods warehouse. This is period cost. These personnel are not making any product. Soap and paper towels used by factory workers. So this will be the product cost. Factory supervisors salary, it's a product cost. Heat, water, and power consumed in the factory, it's a product cost. Material used for waxing, product for shipment overseas. Units are not normally boxed. So this is an extra cost. If the units are normally boxed, then it will be a product cost. Otherwise, it will be a period cost. Advertising cost, it's a period cost. Workers compensation, insurance for factory employees, so it's a product cost. Depreciation on chairs and tables in the factory, lunchroom, it's a product cost. The wages of the receptionist in the administrative department, period cost. Cost of leasing the corporate jet, uh, which will be used by company executives. It will be a period cost. Now, the cost of renting rooms at Florida Resort for the annual sales conference, this will be a period cost. And the last, the cost of packaging the company's product. This is a normal packing which is done on every product, regardless of where it is being sent. This will be included into the product cost.